Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be talking about my second trimester, but if you missed my first trimester video, you can go ahead and go to my channel and look for my first trimester video, which is the most recent one, aside from this one. Yeah, let's go ahead and start this video. So week 14 to 27, what happened was mostly acne, which now that I look back, I don't think I mentioned it on my first trimester video, but acne was something that happened right away, even on my first trimester. But on my first trimester, it was only on my face. Now on my second trimester, it got more intense. Yeah, it's very tricky. You could go to a dermatologist, but I just always had that hope that it would go away. And yeah, I mean, I just see it as a temporary thing. And I knew that if I went to a dermatologist, they would probably prescribe me something to take or to put on. And I don't know, I'm the type of person that likes to keep it clean when it comes to pregnancy. So I try to go as natural as I can when it comes to what I put on my skin. So yeah, just the thought of going to a dermatologist was just not for me right now. I have thought about going after I have my baby and see if they can do something about my acne scars, because I am the type of person that will pick on my pimples. But yeah, it was really awful. I did not enjoy the back acne that I had. I mean, I'm talking like the huge white pimples that hurt and itch so bad on your back. Those were the type that I was getting between, I would say, 14 weeks to 22 weeks. Another thing that happened on my second trimester was back pain. I had a lot of lower back pain on my tailbone, and it was really, really bad to the point that it would just come out of nowhere. And it wasn't that pain that would stay for a long time. It would just kind of happen out of nowhere. Like I would be walking and then the sharp pain would just like hit me on my lower tailbone area, and I felt like I couldn't take another step, because if I did, it was gonna hurt really, really bad. So it really sucked for a few weeks, because like I said, I didn't know when it would happen. So I would be like walking from my room to the kitchen, and then boom, it would hit me. But I did notice that if I worked out or if I stretched a little bit, the chances of me getting that pain would decrease. Not that it would go away, but I had a less chance of getting that pain if I did those things. So honestly, my heartburn only came maybe like 3 times on my second trimester. And yeah, it was not enjoyable. And I feel really sorry for everyone that has to go through heartburn every single day or every other day during their pregnancy. Honestly, to be honest, I've always had stomach issues. So if anything, my heartburn decreased, because I'm used to having heartburn like in general without being pregnant. So I thought I was gonna get a lot of stomach issues, like a lot of heartburn and nausea and stuff. But no, it's the complete opposite. And I'm kind of thankful I'm getting a break, and maybe it will, stay that way and not come back once I deliver this baby. But yeah, I am thankful I didn't get heartburn while pregnant, at least not that much. It would only last for like 30 minutes to max 2 hours. And to be honest, it was most of the time I got heartburn was because I ate hot Cheetos, which I know it's not good to eat while you're pregnant, but that's one of the things I was craving. So every time I had hot Cheetos, I would get heartburn. Or anytime I had like something spicy, which I don't eat a lot of spicy food, but like my pasta, sometimes I like to put a little bit of spicy kick to it, and that's what would give me heartburn. But other than that, I didn't really get heartburn. Another thing. So on week 15, that's when I started feeling my baby move. And if you've ever wondered what it feels like when you first start feeling your baby move, I wouldn't call it like butterflies. I don't know. That's just like a weird definition because you've never had butterflies in your stomach. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whenever they say, "Oh, I feel butterflies in my stomach," when I see my significant other, like, I don't know. That's just weird. That's a weird way to describe your feelings or what you feel. I don't know. But I would say that the way it feels is, you know, when you're hungry and you feel your stomach make noises and like you just feel things moving around because you're hungry. That's what it feels like to me, but lower. Because your baby, you don't realize this, but your baby is so low at first. And then as it gets bigger, it gets, you know, all the way to where your stomach is. But for the first, I would say first and middle of your second trimester, your baby is like still really, really low. So that's where you feel it. And that's the only way I can describe it, honestly. It feels a little strange at first, but it's not that bad. And then on the 16th week, that's when it felt a little bit weird because I guess my baby had gained some weight or something, or yeah, I don't know. But it felt like someone had put a ball in my stomach and I was just carrying it around, and every time I would move like a certain way, it would just like move too. And it felt so strange. Let's see, another thing that happened on the second trimester, I was really tired. Like to the point that I would nap like once or twice a day. And I'm not a person to nap during the day. I hate napping during the day for the most part. And the fact that I was so tired so often was just not enjoyable to me because I felt useless. Like I'm wasting my day and not doing anything. But it was also nice because my husband understood and he would, you know, just let me sleep and he would help me with the chores and cooking, which was nice. So I enjoyed sleeping a lot. Ooh, stretch marks. So I got stretch marks at first on my boobs, and I still have them, obviously, but I would say that they're not as noticeable as I thought they would be if I got stretch marks on my boobs. Just because I've seen other women have stretch marks on their boobs, and the only reason why I've seen them is because sometimes they wear like a V-neck and you can still kind of see them. But I did not get, or I haven't gotten, knock on wood, it stays like that. My stretch marks haven't gotten that big or large or haven't spread, whatever you want to call it. They're kind of like around my nipple and they're not spreading, you know. And to be honest, I'm like kind of dark, in the dark complexion side, like tan, I guess. So my stretch marks are purple. And if you've never been pregnant, so whenever your boobs get big, your veins start to show on your boobs too. So as of right now, I can't really like tell like the difference between my veins and my stretch marks sometimes if I'm not like looking closely and like judging my boobs. I can't really notice like where my stretch marks are and where my veins are and what the difference are, because they're both pretty similar in color. My nipples did get huge, which I was surprised. No one really tells you that your nipples get big. And I guess I never really thought of that, but it kind of makes sense. I mean, there's going to be a baby eating from your boobs, so they need to have a good size nipple to latch on. I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't really think about it, so it kind of blew my mind when I started seeing my boobs get big. And I read on one of the pregnancy apps I have on my phone that it says that the reason why they get big is so the baby can see it clearly and latch on easily. So I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, that's where I got stretch marks. And then towards the end of my second trimester, I want to say around 20 weeks, I started getting stretch marks on my butt. So I've always had stretch marks on my butt, so I was kind of upset because if anything, it just kind of added more stretch marks to my butt. But at the same time, like, I'm used to having them there, so it's just like, like at first I was like, I'm getting more. And then now I'm just like, well, I already had them there, so I guess whatever. But yeah, that just my butt and my boobs, second trimester stretch marks. And like I said, they were purple. At first, I thought it was a bruise that I had gotten on my butt because it just started showing on my right side. And I was like, did I hurt myself somehow? But no, they were stretch marks. And yeah, that's all that happened on the second trimester. And yeah, like I said, my pregnancy has been pretty easy, and I'm so thankful for it because I know so many women struggle with morning sickness for a very, very long time, if not like the entire pregnancy, and heartburn. And I just had acne, stretch marks, back pain, and I was tired all the time, exhausted. Like I hadn't gotten enough sleep the night before, but I did. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and sorry it was a little bit long, but I just kind of wanted to explain what happens on the second trimester if you've never been pregnant and you're just kind of curious about what could potentially happen to you. Everyone's different, so your experience could be different than mine. You could have morning sickness, or you could not have morning sickness like me, or you could not get stretch marks because that's mostly genetic, or you could get stretch marks. But just remember that you're growing a human, and that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And when you're young, you don't see it that way, because I used to be the type of person that was like, oh, like once I have a baby, like my body's gonna be destroyed and blah, blah, blah. But you kind of start seeing it differently once you're pregnant. I don't know, like something happens to your brain and you're just so thankful to be able to bring a life to this world. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you on the next one. Bye.